Hello. How's everybody doing? Started a little early today because we got some body work to do on the truck today. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna head off into the garage here. Yeah, I know. It's been a while, but I figure we'll stream some of that for a change. Until we got about 2 hours until we'll play cities, man. So I got the garage all teed up. Should be good to go. So I'll see you out there in a second. Testing. Hey, nice sub alert. Mrs. Failures, 51 monther. Thank you very much. Test failure. Okay. How's this? Ready? Wait, there's two trucks? There's always another truck. It's a little cold out here. I'm gonna put this on here. I'm gonna put this on. So how are the cars coming along? I barely watched in a half year or something. 59 runs. It runs and drives. Right here, I'll show you. It runs. I just haven't been driving it because it's winter time. It can barely fit in here. Well, it did run. I can't get at the gas pedal to start it up. You got to pump it a couple of times because carburetor. But no, I've been running it lately. Needs fuel. Yeah, you gotta pump the carb. But anyway, hey Zdrock, good morning. You're the best. Oh, thank you. Task failed successfully. I don't know. Maybe the 97 will start today. Let's see if she wants to. Nope. Shorted. What a piece of junk. Yeah, but it's my piece of junk, all right? So, what we're going to do is we're going to ignore the fact that they both don't start right now. We're going to ignore that. And we're going to work on the body. We're going to work on making it look nice. You know, because obviously, seriously though, I should be able to fix this real quick. Typical Ford. It's the battery terminals on this. Somebody replaced the factory terminals. So here, ready? Listen to this. Watch what happens when I jiggle it. Ready? Listen. Oh, of course it didn't do it that time. Lovely. All right, we'll see if this one goes. See if she's gonna fire off. Hey, all right. Success. No, that's because somebody replaced the battery terminals, and they're definitely not the ones that should be there, and it's the crimp on the negative terminal. It sucks. Anyway. Oh, come on, you. Typical bird. Hey, how warm is it there? All right. Battery sounds a little low. That battery might be starting to go, Tessa, but yeah, it charges. I tested that the other day. But anyway. All right, so here, let's check and make sure this other stuff works. Here we go. So, hello. What we're going to work on today is the door. We're going to work on the door. So, if you look, I got this all painted, and it looks okay. It's not bad. New terminals, a good stocking stuffer. I like the way you think. Electron, did you see the other day when I told you I got the model trains out? The Rock runs great, dude. Runs awesome. That thing can pull. It's got some tractive effort, boy, I tell you what. It's 20 degrees and my power steering is not happy. Is the garage colder or warmer than outside? It is warmer in this garage than it is outside. Erudite, it is 2 Celsius. 2. It's probably like 10 in here. Yeah, 10. Oh, nice, Sasquatch. There you go. Sweet. Yeah, it's 2. Damn Canadians keep giving us their frickin' air. Okay, so here, let me show you what I'm working on today. I gotta go find my mask and stuff, but here. So, yeah, that's not. This area is nice. This area is okay, except for a couple paint chips there. It's this it's this whole area. There's a couple of dents over there, kind of here and here a little bit. It's not great, Bob. Not great. So we have to fix that. Yep, sorry, phone lag. I'm out and about today. All good, all good. So yeah, we gotta. It's not necessarily watching paint dry. We gotta figure out. Well, I gotta block this. We have to block it and sand it, and then I might have to. We're down to bare metal in some spots. That patch right there that looks like snow camo is where where the sign was. There was a sign with the original owner's company on it. I got rid of that because I don't want you guys seeing that. So, oh, power stroke. Oh yeah, well, power stroke. What do you want? But also the power steering pump. You highly recommend something that I don't need because the truck starts. All right, cool, sweet. Yeah, I know about those, the lightweight things. Yeah, yeah. Just leave the trucks running. It'll heat the garage. The problem is the heated gas, right? Yeah, so. Yeah, it's 34 Fahrenheit out, guys. So yeah, two. Actually, not even two. It's probably like 1.5. See, it's cold outside. In here, it's not bad. Should be good enough to paint. It's a little bit on the colder side. You need the metal to be warm. You want the metal to be warm when you paint, so the metal kind of expands a little bit and you get more adherence. But we're gonna block sand today. Is it chilly? You know, internal thermometer geek, it's probably like 60 in here, maybe 58, 59. It's not the best for painting, but I mean, it doesn't matter. I got to level this anyway. So whose garage are you in and what are we stealing today? Varix, I got to fix this problem right here. See this whole thing going on? Not here or here so much, but right here. Yeah, we gotta fix that. And then, so once again, on this truck, this is where the original owner's company logo was. I got rid of that, and I was able to save a little bit of the factory paint, a little bit. I've also started to save the paint on the fender, which is actually pretty cool. It's just gonna take some time. This red is all spray paint, previous owner. There's been 3 owners of the truck. There was the original owner, and then there was Hoonigan, and then there was me. I'm trying to get the truck back to how it looked when it was doing plywood burnouts on the Hoonigan's YouTube channel. Scumbag Labs, go check it out. Yeah, it's the same truck. I'm trying to get it back to that, so I want it all white. I want the all white fleet truck paint job because that aesthetically is the plywood burnout livery that we want. So yeah, we got a lot of work to do. So I'm going to take a couple hours here and we're going to block sand this. This is, I don't know if you guys can hear this, but not level at all. Not level, not smooth, not even close. We got a ton of high spots here because when I was sanding, I blew through the paint a little bit trying to get the adhesive off. I did use a heat gun. I got some of it, but couldn't get all of it. Some of the sign was just totally, it took the paint with it. And then I blew through in a couple of spots too. Up here on the accent line, this is, that's just sun damage. But from here up, from the accent line up, it's okay. There's still some spray paint in the door jamb there. I don't know if I want to take that door jamb apart, but we can take the keyhole off. I can take the mirror off and we can start sanding this. But dude, I was able to save a good amount of this factory paint. It's not bad. It's really, really not bad. Like this had spray paint on it right here. Even the parts that are shiny right here, it had paint on it. Spray paint, like this. And I was able to get most of it. And there was tons of sun damage to the paint up on the jamb, on the sill up there, and I was able to save that too. And I did repaint the parts where it got down back to bare metal. But here, if you guys can hear it, ASMR stuff. It's perfectly smooth and it's pretty damn level. I spent a lot of time blocking this to get that level. And it still doesn't look right because bodywork. What about the bottom by the body bed seam? I still got to get at that Katra, but yeah, that doesn't necessarily need to be repainted. I just got to hit it with more acetone. That's a fun truck to drive. I need to get a truck with a 5-speed. It feels like you're driving a truck from the 70s. Okay, so for the people that don't know, so this truck was on the Hoonigans YouTube channel. It's not anything particularly special. It's a fleet vehicle from the 90s. But it was on the YouTube channel, and I think it's a pretty cool truck. In 97, Ford basically was finishing up with this body style. So they used whatever leftover parts they had to just make more of these trucks. So if you get an F-250 from 96, 97, 98, it's made out of leftover parts. So this truck's actually pretty damn cool in that regard. Like, it's probably not anything collectible, I mean, but I think it's neat. So this truck has F-250 suspension up front and F-350 suspension out back. I know because the Leafs say F-350 on them. Pretty straightforward. The rear Leafs do. So it's kind of a Frankenstein truck. And any of those Frankenstein's truck have a special badge. They have a special badge on the side that doesn't say F-150 XL, XLT. It says heavy duty, HD. It's the only time Ford ever used the HD name. See? The only time they ever used that. So it's a bit of a Frankenstein truck. Ford doesn't use HD because that's Chevy's thing. You know, Chevy has 2500 HD, 3500 HD. So it's kind of a rare truck. They only did this for a couple of years, which is kind of neat. In terms of like power plant, I have an F-250 engine, so it's got a 351 in it, F-150 and F-250 and Bronco. So it's got a 351 in it, it's a 5.8 with a 5-speed behind it. But the 5-speed is a heavy-duty transmission, so you got first crawler gear. First gear is a crawler gear, so it's like a 9-to-1 reduction. You could pull stumps with it. Second, third, fourth, and then fifth is overdrive, which is cool. It's a fun little truck to, well, not little. It's a fun truck to drive around. It is a 4x2, no front-wheel drive. But yeah, pretty cool. Pretty fun truck. It's a useful vehicle. That's why I like it. Now, knock on the rims. Yeah, those are pretty solid. Can it be converted to 4x4? Sure, man. Tessa, think about these trucks like minis. They made so many of them. There's so many parts out there. You can just, yeah, of course. Part spin. You could take a motor from like a 90s Mini and put it in a 70s Mini. It's not a big deal. It's the same idea. Fun fact, you could probably fit a Mini in the bed of this truck. Yeah, you probably could. .250 and 350 frames are the same. Yeah, it's the suspension that's different as far as I can tell. I could be wrong on that. Yeah, it's a cool truck. I like it. You know, it's YouTube famous, and it's actually a super useful truck. You're gonna put the Bazooka stacks back on it? No, I'm not doing that. No, I'll put some side exhausts on it or something. Hey, Blueberry, tier 119. Thanks, man. So, yeah, we're gonna try to fix this door today. So I have to get my mask and I have to get some glasses. So I'm gonna look all funny here, but. Where did I put the damn safety glasses and stuff, man? Yeah. Well, that's not good. Can't find either of them.
Don't want to go inhaling paint again like I did the other day. That wasn't fun. Tasted funny though. Tasted fun. Tastes like bubble gum. No, seriously, don't do that. That's really not good. Maybe it's actually where it's supposed to be. Oh, all right. Hey, Talby, what's going on? As long as you don't get in a fight with a drive shaft today, should be. Yeah. Thanks. Thanks for that. All right, so. You know what? I have a denim mask over here. This should do it. I'm not sure if it's going to be good enough for paint fumes, but we'll see. This is a raid! Nobody move! Everybody up against the wall! So what's the story with the axle and the diff there? That's for another project. It's for another project, man. Oh, why did you tell him? Don't tell him. What the hell, man? All right. So we're gonna go here, and I gotta get at this thing here. Yeah, some runs in the paint. I don't know how well you guys can see this, but it's not. Yeah, I guess I must not have heated it enough, or the paint's just old. But we got a lot of work to do here, so I'm gonna get to it. I have 800 grit here. We're gonna dry at 800, and we're gonna get this thing frickin' off here. Well, what's up? What's up, man? Look who it is. You already told me you're gonna rock a Z. Yeah, well, yeah, that car. Yeah, I actually two. I have two on the docket to fix, man. I'm not even kidding. One is Ernox. The other one is a top secret, super top secret project. How you doing? I'm all right, AP. Everything's okay, dude. I gotta fix this mess. Here, I'll give you guys a close-up. It's not great. Not great, Bob. I was able to save some of the factory paint over there. It's actually pretty good. And then down on the fender there, I've been trying to start getting at it. It's getting there. But this is, this whole area right here, not great. Not great, Bob. Not great. So I'm going to hit this with 800, and we're going to knock it back a little bit, see if we can get this level. I got to try to level all this out. I do have some runs in the paint. Basically what I did was I put a small coat of white paint on this just because I didn't want bare metal while I was gone. Oh, something got stuck in there. Well, I'm not really sure what that is. It looks like some of the adhesive is left over. Here, I gotta turn that so. Ewok, this is a COVID mask that my mom made. No joke. Now, I'm not really too much of a paint and body guy, but I know enough to be dangerous, just like most things. I know enough to be dangerous. So I'm hitting this with 800. What I'm trying to do is knock back high spots and get this thing as flat as possible for paint. Yeah, it's not really doing what I want. Get back to the block. you can already see, I don't know how well you guys can see it right there, but there was high spots. The high spots show up as, well, stuff that gets sanded. I don't really know how to say that any better. So I just put a light coat on this thing. And what I think, there's still some adhesive. You hear that zip, 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 zip noise. That's not good. We're wiping crap into the paint. I might want to tack cloth this thing. I don't know. No. All right. It looks like it's some adhesive left over from the sign that's getting stuck. I mean, it's scuffing up the paint, so it's scuffing up the paint already, so screw it, whatever. What we're really looking for is to get this nice and level. Oh man, this crap keeps getting stuck in it. Look at all of it. We might need something more than 800 grit. I don't know, we'll see. I also don't want to mess up the factory paint that I already saved, but getting it to blend is super important. You want to get it to blend. Will it blend? Yes. Oh yeah, that's still really bumpy. Really bumpy. Wet sand with 400 to 200, I could do that. I should have 400 around. Don't forget to crisscross it. I'm just, I'm just trying to get high spots here, dude. Yeah, man, this is not great. I mean, but this is what I uncovered basically right before I went on vacation. Yeah, look, there's adhesive stuck on the paper. There's still adhesive on this thing. It is getting smoother though. I mean, obviously it sanded the damn thing. Of course it's gonna get smooth. When you paint cars and stuff, yeah, there's scuff marks from the damn adhesive. Let's see if we can get that out. It's stuck again. It's definitely getting there. We should probably go to a higher grit to get most of it. Will it blend? That is the question. Whip out the belt sander 80 grit and send it. I have an orbital sander that we could get at it. And I think I have like the 300 grit or something. I'm not sure you guys want to hear the bzzz all friggin' day. Yeah, I have 120 on this thing. I mean, that's what I was using before, but I blew through a lot of the paint, dude. See all down here? That's where I blew through. Other parts are where the adhesive from the sign, I didn't use enough heat, unfortunately, which really sucks because the clear coat was under there. It's there, and it's nice. But, I don't know. Maybe we'll give this a quick blast at 120. I mean, I think 120 might be a little bit too much, but I do have the pond sander with 120 if we need it. I'm knocking it at 800 right now. There is some runs that I have from the crappy paint that I put on. Look at all the frickin', I don't know if you guys can see that, all the damn adhesive. See all the marks? The more I knock back, the more I get more adhesive. Dang it. Oh, You hear that zick, 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 zick noise? That's not cool. Not great, Bob. Not great. But you can already see we're knocking back a high spot right here. See that? See how it's darker right there? I don't know how well can you guys. Yeah, see? You can absolutely see that. See right here? There was a high spot in the paint. And then there's also a run from where I painted it. I'm gonna need to prime this again because some of it is bare metal. Yeah, this thing shouldn't make any zicka 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 noise. It should be like that. You shouldn't hear zicka 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 zicka. That's no good. Can I ask how big your P.O. box is? I can probably send some car care stuff for Christmas. I work for Trude, you work for 3M, dude? One. Oh, dude. Sandpaper for wet sanding and stuff would be preferable. Yeah. That would be, yeah, dude. I mean, the P.O. box can hold whatever. If something is too big for the box, they'll just hold it at the place. You should have seen some of the stuff I got in the other day, guys. I don't think it's good to show for stream because of personal information, but whew, we got some pretty freaking cool stuff, man. Also a bunch of Matchbox cars. Somebody sent me a bunch of NASA Matchbox cars as a joke. Look at all the freaking adhesive that came off. Yeah, I'm just rubbing adhesive into this, scuffing it up with the adhesive that gets stuck. Yeah. Yeah, they were boxed, yeah. Not even joking. Would it be worth it to go back in the metal areas between the two body lines? Might be easier to blend it. Yeah. Yeah. What game stream are you watching? Car Paint Simulator. How is it? Boring. Or is it sanding, my dude? Well, we got a good scuff going, but I might want to tack this just so we can get a better tack cloth it, what I'm saying. There's a high spot right there. There's a high spot right there. It's all about the touch with this, dude. You have to kind of run your fingers over it, but you don't really want to run your fingers on it too much. You kind of want to use the back of your knuckle because putting your fingers puts oil on the surface. But if you prep it right, it should be okay. There's a couple of runs right there and there and there from the paint. Yeah. Some of this is actually pretty good. There's a high spot there and there. Oh, this is... Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know if I should just knock this all back. It'd be tough to get this exactly level. With all the patches where I blew through the paint, it's going to be a little tough to get that right. Up here, though, isn't looking too bad. That's pretty smooth. There's a high spot right there. High spot right there. Here, let me... Plumber's butt. How did the door get to this way? Well, there was a sign on it, Pigeon. You can see there was a sign, and I took the sign off. It was an adhered sign, And I didn't use enough heat, so now I made a lot more work for myself. There's a high spot right there. Right there. It's just touching. I don't know if you guys can hear it. That's the noise you want. Should just be, you got to listen too for this, because the surface has to be smooth. But I mean, that's more later on the road, but I'm just looking for high spots. There's one right there. You can see that one. Big one right there. And like obviously there's high and low spots over here where the dents are. But I'm working, this is actually getting pretty level around here, which is good. You can still feel it. Any of these high spots, the reason why you have to be anal retentive about this, like what I am with cities, right? The reason why is because if you're not, this will all show up. It'll show up, especially with clear coated paint, shiny paint. You'll see all the dents. You'll see every single one of them. So when you paint, you just kind of got to sit here. I mean, don't get me wrong. I ain't no expert at this. I'm not very good. Like you can tell, because if I was good, this wouldn't have happened. This would not have happened at all. There's still some schmegma up there. That's no good. What about over here? Ooh, that's a run in the paint from me when I just put a crappy coat on this. That's actually pretty smooth. No, right there we gotta. There's another one right there. There's high spots all over this thing, man. Yeah. All right. I'm just gonna stop. Where there's so many high spots, I mean, you can see them. You could always glaze the low spots and then sand it all smooth to match. That's what I was thinking, dude. That's why I had this teed up. I'm not gonna give it a full coat though, geek. Not yet, at least. So if we take this, right? If we take this and kind of, let me just, all right, ready? Just give it a light dusting, right? Very light. Just enough so you can see the gray. Let that flash dry for a second. We'll be able to see where the high spots are a lot better. See, the gray left flakes, right? You could, because it's spotty, but it's like that on purpose. So when you go to sand this, obviously where the gray paint goes away, right? You just give it a little dust. Give it a little dusting like that, and where the gray paint goes away, that's the high, that's low spots. Where it stays is a high spot. So when you go to sand this, right? And geek, I know you know this. This is for everybody else, just in case you're trying to figure out why the heck I just dusted the dang thing with paint. I'm looking for high and low spots, because once again, you see these dents over here? Those are dents that were there. You can see those, they reflect, especially if you have a clear coat. So you have to be you really have to sit here and sand the thing. It doesn't make it to the mic? All right, cool. Lipstick on a pig, it's just a Ford. Yeah, whatever, farm. You can go work on your Chevy trucks on your stream. Oh, wait, you don't have one. Whammy. Yeah, I'm hoping that I don't have to do this again. When we get to working on the fender and stuff, I'm going to really take my time and get this red paint off. Nah, dumb bats. A lot of these guys know what they're talking about. I'll listen. Yeah, wow, you can really see that high spot right there. That's super apparent. And Dustin, you know what the crazy part is? That's not where the sign was. That's just a high spot in the factory paint. It's crazy. I'm an expert at giving it a red hot crack while having no idea what I'm doing. Yeah. Nice dot 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 truck. Yeah, that's just a high spot in the factory paint right there. I mean, look at it. You can see the primer. Like right there too. But hey, I mean, it's a fleet truck. Who cares? As long as it protected it, and it definitely did. Yeah, there's scratches, and then I don't know what I'm going to do about down here. This was all underneath spray paint, dudes. I actually got this back, which is actually pretty nuts. All right, that should be flash dried. I'm going to get a fresh piece of 800 because that one is toast. Where did I put it? Oh, there we go. You should go full Harlequin. Have every panel a different color, please. Spare me. I mean, California truck though, Tessa. But it is what it is. All right. So I got 800 grit. Let's go. So you can, I don't know how well this is coming up for you guys, but you can basically see exactly where highs and lows are because that stuff immediately buffed off. Immediately. What the hell is all this? Guys, there's adhesive from the damn sign. There's still a lot of it in the paint. I don't want to sand this to bare metal, but we might have to. I might have to start over. Sometimes the paint's salvageable, but look at how much is in there. See all that crap? Watch, ready? I keep finding more and more of it, and I don't want it in there. See all of it, all those dots? No good. Yeah, it's junk. Oh boy. Give it a good soak in Goo Gone. You have an eraser. I have acetone. We could take acetone to this, but that's really gonna get stuff off. I have goof off too, but it's hard to tell where it is. Interestingly enough. Time to break out the strippers. Wait, what? Yeah, look at it. Look at all that. See all that shit? That's just wiping itself into the paint. That's no good. Oh yeah, this is bumpy as hell. Should we send it? Might have to. It'll take the paint too, Trude. Yeah, that's what I've been using to get the spray paint off. See the quarter panel down here? It doesn't go through factory clear though, believe it or not. Is the dark spots glue? Paint, it's kind of column A, column B. All right. We'll send it. I'll send it on this area, and then we'll try to blend the edges, dude. Yeah, executive decision. Give me the 120 again. Let's do this. You know, it's gonna be more work to try and save this. Try and save what is the absolute frick up that I had here. I already have 120 on there. Let's see if we can get at this, dudes. That's all adhesive coming off. Wow. I thought I'd gotten most of it. Nope. That's awful. You can clearly see where there's adhesive and there's metal, or where there's just paint. Like the paint that I'm blowing through right here is smooth. See that? Like right here, smooth. Anytime you see this bare metal, that's where adhesive was. I thought I had gotten most of it. Nope. The problem is that the adhesive was gray, and the primer on this truck is gray, and metal is also gray, so it's hard. It was hard for me to see it. Yeah, there's still a lot right there. All right, I'm gonna go at it again, dudes. Huh. Check this out. Look. Here, take a look at this. Right? See the red? That's not primer. See it? Right up in there? That's not primer, that's rust. Huh. Yep. There's rust underneath the paint. Well, that's because, but I know why. That's because up here, like just north of this, up that way, the way that thing is pointing, this was bare metal. And if water runs over it, it's going to get underneath the paint. Yep, a little bit of rust. That's not a big deal. It's just surface rust. It's no big deal. But there was rust underneath the paint. What this eventually would eventually do is just chip off, just like the rest of the paint. You can see this was bare metal. See the difference between like right here and right there? Can you see that on the camera? Yeah. So this was bare metal when I got the spray paint off. So this is all shot. There's rust underneath it. It's gonna chip. Oh boy, this is turning into a project. Junk the truck and buy a Tesla. No. What the frick am I gonna do with an electric car? Yeah, see, it was the sun, California sun roasted the paint off here. And then it rained and it got rust underneath the paint. Actually, you know, while we're on the subject of Teslas, see that? That's called panel gap. Teslas don't have that. When does it not turn into a project? Yeah. Yeah. Now, I don't mind Teslas. I'm not hating on Tesla. I think Tesla's cool. I'm just not trading my truck for one. See right here too? Right here, there's still adhesive there. I gotta hit it with this one more time. Getting there. Yeah, that leveled it out. It got all the adhesive off. I still feel a high spot right here. Stroke the furry wall, bro. You should be able to hear this a lot better now because it's I I knocked a lot of it off, and we put etch lines in it with 120 grit, so you should be able to hear this. Yeah. It is smooth. Definitely smooth. High spot right there. That's a high spot in the metal. Yeah, right there. Huh. All right, what are you guys saying? It's definitely more consistent. Will you remove the bed to do the back? Yeah, eventually. Don't you need a respirator filter when doing this? Not for sanding though. No. If you're painting with a paint gun, then yeah, probably. I just have some rattle cans. As long as it's a good, well ventilated area, it's fine. The garage is big enough. It's not that big of a deal. Yeah, there's a high spot right there. There's a dent in the door right there. I don't know if you guys can see it. I can definitely feel that dent. But it's a work truck. It was a work truck, man. What do you want? Yeah, there's a dent. You're not gonna see it. You guys wouldn't see it until we paint this. There's a dent right there. Right here. We gotta knock that back a little bit more. Part of like getting good at this is learning to figure out like what's a high point in the metal, what's a high point in the paint. There's a high point in the paint right there. As opposed to a dent in the metal. High points in paint should feel like if you had like a piece of paper on a table and you moved your finger off that piece, that's what high points in paint feel like. Dents in the metal is just your hand does this. It'll move back and forth. Yeah, right there. I gotta hit that a little bit more. So a couple of things that you guys can see here. You see there's white and then there's gray. That's the primer, and then there's like another gray. That's metal. So metal, primer, and paint. It was primed gray, so that should be if I wanted this to really be level, we would just sand this all to bare. But I think it's smooth enough that we can scuff this up and get good adherence. What do you guys think? Yep. Yeah, I need hammer and dolly, exactly. How much more do you need to sand before it becomes another window? Yes. Just get another door. Done. Throw rocks at it. You'll see the dents better. Oh, yeah. That's a good idea. You can see one right there. See it? A little dentarino there. I'm not going to worry about that. I think you should use a black sander. Yeah, I was getting a block going, but I had to blow through some of the adhesive that was here. I have my blocks right here, don't worry. But look, I was blocking it with 800, and there was adhesive from the sign that was here. Got stuck in my sandpaper and started wiping that into the paint. I wasted 2 sheets because I thought it was just old paint. Nah, it's not. It's adhesive from that stupid sign. So I just burned 2 800 grit pieces of sandpaper, but hey, whatever. We don't judge here. Oh wait, yes we do. It's the internet. Dents add character. Yeah. All right. Let's try to get at this with 800 again. Oh, yeah. I just did this to kind of see. I'm going to waste another 800, but that's okay. It's time to wake up. Yeah, it's smooth, that's for sure. Yeah, this is good. Very nice. Impressive. Very nice. There's still that dent right there. You can see it. "11 a.m. is Geeks break time." Nice. Want paint gun? Use 80 grit. Yeah. Yeah, I was using a palm sander with 120. Yeah. Yeah, there's still spray paint in the door jamb. Well, this is going to be a project. That's okay. I don't care. I got nothing but time. Where'd the block go? Oh, there it is. Okay. Get down here. There is... I can't tell if that's primer or rust. Hard to say. Good content, huh? Yeah, I know. Oh, what the hell was that? Is there a bird in here? I think this is about as smooth as it's gonna get. I'm gonna tack this thing. I want to see what it looks like. So this is a tack cloth. Use it to get crap off the. It basically is sticky. You get all the crap off of here, so you can get a nice clean surface to paint. Now up there, the door jamb. I'm not sure what we're gonna do. Haven't figured that out yet. I'm try to tackle one thing at a time. This gets all the crap off there, see? Okay. All right. Well, that's wow, that looks like ass on stream. Okay, well, oh boy. Hopefully, I'll put a thick coat of primer on here and we'll see what happens. I'm gonna tape off up here and tape off the door so we don't get paint on the jamb or on the handle in the mirror. Should probably just take them off, but no problem. Are you gonna try to do the whole truck eventually? Well, best case scenario with the truck, I don't have to do all of it because I'll be able to get most of the paint off. There's a ripple in this because I kind of went around that spot right there. Over here is not my problem area. It's not my problem for now. That's what I'm trying to say. So I'm just gonna give that a quick mascarino because I don't want overspray. I'll do the jam or the accent line another day. I'm kind of concerned down here. At least I want to get some primer on it because there's bare metal everywhere. And then the lock as well. Where did I put the... Might just take the damn lock off. It's already got overspray on it, but whatever. I know that's gonna show, but here. That's, you can cut it with a razor blade, but I have a feeling I'm gonna have to repaint all this anyway, so whatever. Yeah, just drop it on the ground where all the dust and dirt is. And then just rub it again, idiot. Yeah, that's fine. This is fine. Like I said, I'm not a paint and body guy. I'm not very good at this. Okay. I'm just trying to get this area. If some overspray goes up here, that's fine. It's okay. Isn't the lock just a single clip on the door jamb? Oh yeah, yeah it is. Yeah, I might be able to plop this thing right out. I forgot about that, Civics. Oh look, see what I mean about paint? Look at that, it took some with it, the tape did. That's factory paint, that's no good. Just break through that, the thing that you just finished, yep. Oh, there you go. Oh, well, gonna be a pain in the butt getting that back.
Discovery
Hey, exit. Are you going to... Yes. What's up, dude? Oh, there's all kinds of crap around that. Whatever. So this is just duplicolor primer. It's sandable, so we'll be able to get at it another day. Glad to see you working on the 250. Right on. All right. Okay, cool. I'm gonna hit this. Here we go. Whenever you press this down, move. Don't stay in one spot. You'll make the paint run. Like, don't hold this in one spot. Always move it. Always move the nozzle. Always be gimbaling. So, primer is designed to fill all these gaps. It's kind of thicker paint. Well, it's primer, it's not paint. You want to stay about a foot away from this, dude. The proper way to do this would be with a gun, a paint gun. I don't feel like getting my compressor out, okay? We have cities to build. Primer does kind of go on thick. So, and once again, if a little overspray goes up here, it's fine. The paint's already screwed. I can buff that off the clear coat. It's not that big of a deal. We're not going for super show quality here. I just want it good from afar. As Vice Grip would say, it's a 20-foot paint job. Ah, too much. There's runs in the paint. I sprayed too much up there. Balls. Balls. Oh well. Hey 2020, what's going on? So, I need to get a... That should be good. Hold on. I was about to say I need to clean the tip of the spray can, but I'm also going to open up the garage door a little bit, get a little bit of ventilation. What's the dry time? Yeah, it's looking for 800 grit sandpaper after an hour. Okay, cool. I have a little bit of a run up there. We should be able to get it out. It's just it's very slight. Yeah, a little bit of overspray went up here. I can buff that off the clear coat. That's not a big deal. Yeah, that's not bad. You covered up most of it. There's still a little bit right there. You just got to be careful. Just that's not bad. You can see there's the dent. Can you guys see that? There's the dent we were pointing out. It's right in the middle of the door. Right there. That's the dent that we were feeling. It's right, like you can see it where the reflection kind of waves, right? Right in this, like, dead center in the door. You guys can't see it. It's right here. It's okay. Actually, you know, that primer filled most of that in. I'm looking at it from the side. It filled it in. I'm pissed that I ran the paint. That sucks. But that's what filler primer is supposed to do. It's supposed to fill in gaps. So that's good. All right. Well, we're going to let that dry. And now this is a paint drying stream. Not bad. That didn't come out too bad. I didn't really want to have to send it like I did, but I'm kind of happy that we did, you know? Dude, even with the spray cans, clean them. They'll work a lot better next time you go to use it. Like a lot better. Cool. That's actually not bad at all, dude. That came out okay. Here, let me just take this off here. Let me take a look. Yeah, there's some dings right there, and there, but we knew about those. Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. It's gonna come out wavy. We're gonna have to block sand this again. Block sand with 800 again. There's high spots there, and there, and then there's the paint run on the sill. Other than that, though, not bad. Really, came out all right. You know what? It'll look okay. It's not bad. It looks good on camera. That looks pretty decent. It's not decent. I will tell you that right now. Like, any body guy will look at this and be like, no, no. Like, actually, dude, I'm looking at it on camera. It doesn't look too bad. Yeah, that's pretty legit, dude. Yeah, Fistus, she don't look bad. We'll fix this up. We'll get it right. And then, dude, look, like, there's no rust on this damn door. There's nothing. There's a little dent. There's a chip in the paint right there, but I might just touch that up by itself later. And I probably should have masked this, but once again, I can buff the paint, the overspray off. It's not a big deal. I'm gonna have to buff the whole door again to get it to look right, to get it to like right here. This is gonna be it. This is the hard part about doing this, and this is why a lot of people in chat were just like, dude, just sand the whole door down, because it's hard to blend it. But we have white paint. White paint, not the worst. It's not the worst to see. Will it blend? If you have like black or a darker color, that's tough to get that to look right. But yeah, this isn't too bad at all. All right, I'm shutting the garage. It's starting to get cold. Aged white is different than white. Yeah, Fistus, that's right. That aged white is different than white. That's right. Yeah, it is. You're not wrong. However, like I said, I'm gonna cut and buff the whole thing, try and get it to blend. I'll hit it with cutting compound and then polish with a buffing wheel. Should do it. Remember to pull the masking tape off before the paint dries. Yeah, or else it dries to it and takes it with it. Hey, that ain't bad. You could still see where the overspray, where I oversprayed it a little bit. I should have masked that off. I rushed it again because I'm trying to get this done before the stream starts, quote unquote. It's not bad, dude. Really, that came out okay. That's good for what it is. Like I said, I ran the paint a little bit. I sprayed a little too much on the accent line. But dude, that's not bad, man. It's really not. It's not bad. Do you have a DA? Yeah, of course. I hit this with a dual action. I have an orbital DA. Dude, it was all screwed up because there was a sign here. There was an adhesive sign in the center of the door. What's up, Doom? This is the F250. I have a here. I don't want to kick this up to get too much dust, but I was using one of these. It's a crappy. Not crappy. It's actually not. It's not too bad. It's a dual orbital from Harbor Freight. All right, 2020. I'm all right. I just saw the stream open. I was going to bed. I got some serious overtime this week, but that means Christmas is going to look good for the family. Nice, 2020. There you go, man. Good job. All right. Get some sleep, dude. 2020, I might still need you for welding if you're up to it. But, okay, so for the inexperienced. See that? That's no good. I ran the paint. That's bad. Just right in the center. See it right there? That's no good. Other than that, though, didn't come out too bad. We're going to have to wait for it to dry, and then we'll see what happens. Blending this with the original paint is going to be a little bit challenging, but whatever. Can you use a paper towel? No. I don't, dude. I'm not good enough to touch that and not screw it up completely. I'll be honest with you. Know thyself. Know your skills. Like, this is just a rattle can paint job, man. It's not a Concours paint job, so just roll with it. You'll be all right. But yeah, once again, there's a little bit of overspray up there. Whatever. It is what it is. It's a 97 F250. I just want it to look decent enough from far away. I should just do the whole freaking door. We should just do the whole thing. We should scuff it out. I mean, this part is okay. It's down here. The running board, the running part. There's a bunch of chips in the paint and whatnot. Are you gonna spray something like 2K? Dude, this is a cheap paint job special. So I have duplicolor primer. I have a paint gun, but I don't have a lot of space in here, and whatever. It's just the door. It's not a big deal. So I have duplicolor primer, factory color. This is just Ford's Fleet White. It's called Oxford White. I checked the paint code on the door jamb. It matches this. So, I mean, whether this is cut the same as the factory paint, I don't know. And then I have the duplicolor clear. That should get, I mean, dude, once again, 20-foot paint job. It's going to be okay, but it's not going to be show car. But, I mean, here's the thing, dude. Here's the thing about paint. And I'm paraphrasing from a guy that basically does what I do with car body paints, with like what I do with space flight. There's a infotainment or edutainment guy out there named Kevin Tetz. And he's been doing this for a long time. If you watch car restoration shows, you've probably seen him. He's the guy that kind of talks like this. And when you go in there and you hit your paint, boys, you got to make sure that you apply a nice clean coat. Like I've watched that dude for years. Dude, paraphrasing him, basically, it's not the paint, it's not rattle cans, it's all the prep work and stuff. You got to know what you're doing with what you have, you know? And that's what I mean, like, yeah, I ran it a little bit. That sucks. But it's just primer, and it's a rattle can job. We can make it look good. We can make it look good. It's just, it doesn't matter if it's rattle cans or not. We can make this look nice. It's just going to take time. That's all. With guns, you're gonna be able to do it faster with like a professional paint gun. But then again, if we were a professional shop, we would just sandblast the whole door and repaint it. But I'm not a professional shop. I'm just some guy in the back. I'm just some guy in the woods with too many guns. No, I'm just some guy painting in the shop, man. It's actually, dude, with some block sanding, that'll look good. I'll show you. You'll see it. We'll do it over the next couple of days. 2020, what's up, man? We got to agree on a date and I'm there. You going to PAX East? I don't know, maybe. You'd also have a positive pressure garage with filtered air. Yeah, bingo. It can look nice, asking a lot of a Ford there. Right there, bro. I always watch Power Nation on Sunday mornings, and Kevin was always on there. Dude, Vice Grip actually had an interview with him the other day. It's called, so Vice Grip, so Derek does a show called In Between the Aisles. It's sponsored by O'Reilly's, right? And he interviewed Kevin Tetz. Dude, that dude was a frontman for a hair metal band. Like, that's freaking awesome. I was like, I like that guy even more. Anyway, Ice Fan, how you doing? It's at the BCC. Yes, it is, dude. Yeah. I mean, if you head up there, I'll think about it. I'm not really sure what I need welded, dude, to be honest. But, yeah. We'll figure it out. Hanging in there? Right on, man. Yeah. Yeah, dude, he was a frontman for a freaking metal band. And, like, I won't say too much, but, dude, go watch that interview. It's pretty rad. Yeah, I gained a lot of respect for that dude, more than I already had, because he does edutainment just like I do, you know? But man, dude, he's a hell of a paint guy. That guy is he's a talent. Just weld the paint on, 5-head. Don't know anything about you, but being a car guy, I had to click and see what's up. Hey, Sweff, what's up, man? Yeah, I'm a car guy. I do this in the mornings, and then I stream at night. I just decided to stream what I do in the mornings today. These are my two trucks. This is the trucks you see the most on stream. I have other cars, but yeah, this is my office. My streaming setup is like through the wall over there, out inside. But yeah, no, I don't know. I guess I'd call myself a car guy. I built that truck over there. That truck was a shell. I mean, I'm the idiot that took it apart, but not everybody can get something down to a shell and put the whole thing back together and make it run. That's what we did with the 59 over there. I'm working on the 97 today, doing some $20 paint job, or 20-foot paint job, I should say, on the door. I just sanded this down. I tried to block this, but it wasn't working. There was an adhesive sign here from the previous owner, because this was a work truck. This truck has no rust on it. There's zip rust. It's a California truck. Like, it's, here, listen. Totally solid. Totally solid. There's zip rust on this truck. So that's why I'm trying to make it look at least a little bit nice. It was spray painted. That's why it's red. And I'm trying to get, we're trying to get the spray paint off. And then if I take some of the factory paint with it, I'm trying to paint what I can. When I took the adhesive thing off, it took most of the factory paint with it. So that's why there's a big primer gray patch right there. Yeah, this truck actually, this truck was owned by my buddies over at Hoonigan. I don't know if you know Ken Block, like sliding cars around. Yeah, those guys. I bought it from them. It was on their YouTube channel on a show called Scumbag Labs. This is the Hoonigan F2 Shitty. That's what their name was for it. So, you know, I'm trying to unshitify the F2 shitty. Yeah, this is a Hoonigan truck. Here, I'll show you. Look, here, let's go to this camera. I don't want to get the wire on the paint, but look, see? They did plywood burnouts with this thing. Yeah, it was white and they spray painted it red, exactly. Blair Witch Stream. I'm so scared right now. I'm so scared right now. But yeah. Are you going to keep the Hoonigan decal? I'm going to try to if I can save the damn thing. Yeah, that paint is toast. The gray paint up here is totally shot. Are you going to keep anything from Hoonigan on it? Yeah, I want to try to save the roof. I did this. So you can see that the paint up here was chipped. The sun absolutely roasted the spray paint. So what I did was I went through here and I painted all that. The jam. It doesn't look too bad. You could still see a little bit of runs in the reflection, but the sun had absolutely roasted this paint because it was in California. I'm not in California. I'm in Massachusetts. So I mean, I drove this freaking thing all the way back. But yeah, there's some runs right there. Yeah, it's fine. We got most of it looking good. I did all this because, yeah, the sun had absolutely killed the paint there. Yeah, the roof's absolutely toast. I want to keep that Hoon logo, you know, for the authenticity. But there are other Hoon logos on the truck. There's one on the hood, and it's underneath the red spray paint. It'd be nigh impossible for me to freaking point this out to you guys. I don't know how well you're going to see it. Give me one sec. It's right basically where I wiped some of this crap off. There. You can see it underneath the paint. I might be able to save it, but it's underneath 2 coats of spray paint. But you could see where the lettering was. Yeah, let me see if I can get at it. This is all the white paint dust. All right. I'm gonna make sure we have the slack to do this, but nah, I don't. That cable's not long enough. I'll show you it some other time. Panta, you finally got to watch Oppenheimer. Nice. It's there. It's underneath the paint, so it's kind of tough to see unless you get a glare on it, but it's definitely, we might be able to save it. But yeah, if there's any Hoonigan logos underneath the paint, I want to keep it on there. But I want to make the truck all white again, because what this truck was most known for during Scumbag Labs is they put plywood tires on the back, or tires, and they lit the tires on fire and did a burnout. So it was known for doing plywood burnouts. The truck was white when they did that. I want to try to get it back to that. No, Rothman, I'd have to replace the entire cab. The cab, windows and doors is a sub-assembly, and then there's a bulkhead right here. That can all be taken off. The quarter panels, the front grille and the hood can be taken off, and then the bed can be taken off. The cab is its own thing. You can't take the roof off unless I wanted to make it a drop top. Or no, I'm not doing that. You in touch with the Hoonigan guys? I haven't talked to them in a little while, dude. Not anything bad. Nothing bad happened. It's just, yeah, they kind of did stop doing the stuff on Twitch. They kind of stopped doing stuff on Twitch for a little bit, so I haven't really been in touch. I haven't had a need to, but Here, let's take a look at the paint again. But yeah, that's what I'm working on today. Yeah, it's not bad. It's it's leveling out. Yeah, I mean, let me put it to you like this: if you guys can't see what I'm seeing, then when we paint this white, after we sand it and we paint it again, we'll be good. I'm gonna do this part up here separate. So if there's some parts that are still bare metal, yeah. But yeah, no rust on this truck, man. It's not fair. I live up in the Northeast, and I've seen these trucks around, and they are shot, like shot. This thing is mint. There's no rust on it. It's unreal. It's a nice truck, man. Worth saving. I mean, Hoonigan stuff aside, worth saving because there's, once again, no freaking rust. There is a dent in the cab corner, but that's about it. And I have nice mirrors for this thing, too. Your old Ford in the back run good? Yeah. I tried to start it a little bit, but because this thing is in the way, I can't really get at the accelerator. But here, I'll show you. We'll try to, I don't want to run it too much because the garage door is closed. Let me give it a couple pumps on the carburetor. That buzzing noise is the heater motor. I fixed it. I actually got it working. Not bad. You don't want to run it for too long with the garage door closed. But yeah, this thing runs. It runs and drives. I drove it around all summer, but it's kind of in here for the winter with this truck, you know. Drummer. Ignition sequence start. Doing scribbles on the truck? Yeah, something like that. Yeah. I was just trying to get the center part here, not the bottom or the top. That actually came out okay. That's going to look pretty friggin' sharp when it's done. I smelled something burning for a second, then I'm like, oh yeah, I just started the truck. It's not the bad type of burning, don't worry. Not the bad, it's exhaust. How's the Mustang running? Tessa, everything runs. Mustang runs fine. I drove it to the P.O. box yesterday. It runs great. It did throw an engine code. It was 0402, I think. Something is weird with the evap, the gas tank evaporator on it. It could just be the gas cap's not tight or the sensor's toast. Thing still runs just fine, but it is throwing a check engine light, but it runs fine. I ran the codes on it yesterday. The Mustang's actually right outside the door. The Coronet runs. It runs. It's got no brakes. I got to redo the brakes on that completely. And when this thing is finished, then we'll bring the Coronet in. It's an 0420 or 0402. It's the evap, so it could be the gas cap's not all the way on. Let's call it Forrest Gump. It's good old American muscle right there. It's got a 302 in it, Juz. This thing has a 351, yeah. It all go and no stop. Call it Forrest Gump. I prefer crew cab Charger. It's a 4-door Dodge Coronet, which is cool. But yeah, Tessa, it might be. You can smell the inside of the garage. Yep. Is your garage heated? It's not heated. It's insulated. Honestly, you guys want to hear something weird? I've been heating this garage with the heat coming off the computer from running cities. I'm serious. It's probably about 40 degrees warmer in here than it is outside. And I have not been running any heaters in here. So it's just the insulation of it and also the heat from my computers. So it's not warm in here, but it's not cold in here either. It's not cold in here either. This is when you bought the 69 Mustang, the owner didn't know what motor was in it. It turned out to be an SCJ 427. Nice. Yeah, exactly, Tessa, it is. Are those 3D printers on the bench? Yep. Ender 3 S1 and an Ender 3 Pro. You bought it for $1,000.99. Yikes. If I lived in a cold place, I'd have cold air intake. Well, there's plenty of cold air in here. That's why, like, if you see me playing cities, I'll get up and open the door. Open the door to my office. Just let the cold air in. It's not like that's the thing. I think that's part of the reason why my processor could take just being redlined for like 10 hours straight, because there's so much cold air to exchange. Oh, wood stove will get it very nice in here. Absolutely. Yeah, for sure. You look slightly cold. It's probably 60, maybe 55, 60 degrees Fahrenheit in here. It's not bad. There's no humidity because it's so freaking cold outside. So it's, you know, I'm not going to say it's the best conditions for painting, but it's good enough. Just enough. Just this is enough. This with a t-shirt underneath it is fine. I'm warm. I'm nice and warm. Anyway, what time is it? Okay, we got 20 minutes. Yeah, it's not bad. Like, this is a sweet freaking garage. Like, I love messing with all kinds of stuff. Wrenching on these things. But yeah, it'll be nice when we get the Cornet in here. I just got to get this thing good enough to where it'll survive the winter. There was a lot of bare metal on that door because the California sun roasted that paint right off. Washing my hands. There's no water out here, so just dip my hands in some fast orange and call it a day. I just got to make sure I don't get this crap all over my keyboard. Building materials are just so expensive these days. It sucks. Yep. 57 and I'm in shorts and a t-shirt with a fan and yeah. Yeah, Cluties. Once again, I am very lucky to have this, dude. Very lucky. I'm new here from cities too in the SpaceX streams. Do you talk about all vehicles or just older ones? Anything, Joker. I like cars. I like mechanical things, dude. The reason why I like cars so much, though, is because cars are accessible. You can get at them. You can be damn sure that if I could get at a SpaceX Raptor engine and, like, buy one for a good price, I'd have it here and we'd be wrenching on it, right? Like, I don't know what the heck I would do with that, but whatever. But, yeah, these two were not expensive. And it's cool. It's cool mechanical equipment, you know? Like, but if I could get my hands on a rocket engine for the price that I got this thing for, then what? We might be wrenching on that. But yeah, dude, I mess with everything, dude. I like cars. Cars are cool. We mess with whatever. According to Donut, Motivo, and Adam Savage, they confirmed that a horse has 5.7 horsepower. Nice. We had better choices before cash for clunkers. Yeah, facts. Yeah, Tessa, for sure. Raptor engine would make a great heater. Oh, yeah, you're not wrong, man. You're not wrong. Test firing a Raptor would be expensive. That's right. Yep. African or European? Well, I don't know that. TRX would make an even better heater. Yep. Have you always worked on cars, or did you do it for a job? No. I do it on the side. I do it on the side just because it's fun. I guess I'm getting paid for it right now. Is it? No, I've never worked on never worked on cars professionally. No, not as a mechanic or anything. Yeah, it's just something I do. I suppose we could, like I could. I've thought about flipping cars out of here before. That'd be kind of fun, but I can't get to work. We're watching paint dry. See? Actually, it's the way it kind of set is actually not bad. I can still see some, but it's actually not too bad. Not bad at all. I'm gonna have to I don't know how I'm gonna get at the spray paint that's behind that, you know? Maybe I'll just leave it, I don't know. Or just figure out how this whole mechanism works. And oh, dude. Look, man, I don't give a frick who you are. You don't get this noise with new cars. You just don't get that noise with new cars, man. Do you do any overlanding? No. I don't have it. These are both 4x2, these trucks. But I'd like to put it's a Dana 50 TTB, because this thing has traction bars on it. I'd like to put a Dana 50 TTB up front, make this thing 4x4 and frickin' roll with it, dude. That'd be really fun. Like, Joker, I like four-wheeling. Four-wheeling is cool. I've just never done it. But I've watched a lot of Dirt Every Day and stuff. It looks like fun. Overlanding and 4x4ing and four-wheeling, that looks fun, man. Looks like a good time. Have you made peace with this year's Pat season? Yes. I don't know, Erudite. It's something cool, though. Yeah, right, Hammer? Yeah, I would love to make this thing 4x4. Make it 4x4 and frickin' get like a 1 or 2 inch lift and put 33s on it. That'd be pretty sweet. The fuel economy would go in the toilet, though, but it'd still be cool. Does the name Project Horizon ring any bells? Yeah? Let's go wild, make it a 6x6? No. Is that a VGG plaid? No, it's just plaid. Not vice grip, though. Is your winter car ready? Yep. I should buy one of those. Should buy one of those plaid Arinos. Okay. I was always dreamed of working on a car in a garage during winter instead of freezing in some parking lot. Paul, I did that for the longest time. Just, you want to get work done, roll it out, roll it into the driveway, and jack the thing up and go. Yeah, you walk. My summer car. I'll be dipped. We got ourselves a 97 F250. It's a 4x2 flavor. 351 Windsor. No lightning whirler on this one, though. Actually, there is a lightning whirler. There's no fuel make it happener on it, though. Believe me, I'm very fluent in vice grip. Advice, never jump a 4x4 10 feet. 10 feet in the air with a fiberglass cap on the bed. Al, you just got a 90 Bronco 2. Looking forward to messing with it. Nice. Yeah, it's a 97, but it's the old body style. Yep. Fiberglass cap on the bed. See the bed, drummer? Guys have fiberglass covers over the bed, so you make it a trunk, essentially. Yeah. Yep. Looks awesome. Thanks, Schnooze. I've been doing some work here. This was a tradesman's truck originally, so there was a adhesive logo right here, and me being impatient with the heat gun maybe constituted the requirement of some paint and body work. Yeah, so I gotta I was focusing on this today. It was bad. I tried to block it with 800 and I couldn't get it level, so I said screw it. Hit it with a 120 DA and flattened everything and then primed it. I went nuclear. This is the nuclear option. Get a Jeep Cherokee. I've worked on a Cherokee before, Cherokee XJ. Neighbor has the large cab OBS sitting slowly getting taken over by weeds. I want to buy it and fix it. Dude, I love these things. I love these trucks. One, because when I was just a wee lad, everybody had these things. These and Chevy GMT 400s, so like Silverados, Sierras, stuff like that. I like 90s trucks. These are the trucks from when I was just a wee EJ, right? These are cool, man. They're nice trucks. The reason why I like them, you know, other than the nostalgia, I suppose, is because all metal, no plastic on this thing. I mean, there's a little bit, like the headlights and stuff, but this baby, all metal, no plastic crap on this thing. I don't like plastic on trucks. All thriller, no filler. Yeah, there's the Ford Sierras. Yeah. Tessa, I'd love to have those. Dude, did I tell you I was at Turkey Rod in Daytona last week, right? It's a huge swap meet. One of the coolest cars that I found was a 91 Escort. 91 Ford Escort 2-door. And it was kitted. It was kitted out, $4,900. If I had the cash, I would have bought it right there. Yeah, it was cool. Yeah, exactly, Hammer Nails, right? Your buddy had an SVT Contour. That's a cool car. Hoonigans still have the XR4? They do, actually. Kazi kitted? It had some Kazi stuff on it, but it had a 2-3 single overhead cam in it. But you know what, dude? Don't care. Still cool. The end of Chrome. Yeah, remember, guys, Chrome gets you home. GSE Tank 4.9 just arrived at Starbase. Cool. Did it have the proper big Cosworth wing off the back, bag puss? Yeah, it did. Like, you know what? Like, that's rare over here. Everyone had Escorts, but they all beat them into the freaking ground. There's none of those left. You don't see those anymore. Like, I remember in the 90s, there were Escorts everywhere. No, the people, those things are used and abused and junked and turned to the refrigerators. You know, the fact that I saw one with no rust on it, a 91, and it had the Kazi kits on it, which was really cool, man. That was a cool car. That was one of my favorite cars there. Did you just say that Escorts are used and abused everywhere? Hey, don't you have some tomato plants to breastfeed or something, Grav Shark? I did, Thomas. They swooped up Pioneer for $2.2 million. Company that makes the chutes. Yep. Here's a water bottle. Go water your plants and get the frick out of here. The men are talking. Boom! Freaking roasted. Yeah, dude. The frickin' Kazi wing. It had it, man. All right. Men are talking. Guess I'll leave then. Nah, Ewok, you're good. You can stay. Where do you keep the alien corpse? Oh, it's just over at Area 51. You can see it on Google Maps. Site 4. Look it up. Where are the real trucks? I don't see any Chevys. Oh, boy. What's your Stang? I have a 2017 V6 convertible. Here. Ermanau. Nope, you can't really see it. It's a 2008 GT. 2008 Mustang GT 5-speed. It's old school. First gen S197. It's a cool car. I like it a lot. It needs some work though. The evap, it's throwing an evap code. I gotta fix it. Yeah, I know, Tricks. I know. Is that snow? Unless it snowed since I came up here. Oh, geez. Please just tell me that was glare. Oh, it's just glare. Oh, thank God. Oh. Yeah, it's usually just the gas cap. I have to look at it. Yep. This thing's manual. The Mustang's manual. The 59 and the Coronet are automatics. Yeah. Just 5-speed. I have a 4.63 valve in there with a 5-speed and like it's an 8.8 rear end with like 323 opens. That's my daily. I just drive it. I just drive the damn thing. I don't drive it in the winter though. Yeah, I don't drive her in the winter. It's got 74,000 miles on it. And I've owned it since 35,000 miles. I'm the second owner of that car. I miss Tom Brady. Yeah, me too, man. Me too. Me too, man. Don't tell me about that, man. I don't want to think about it. Warhead, I was rooting for the Giants. Not even kidding. I was rooting for the Giants on Sunday. Draft picks, homie. Go Giants! Big Blue Wrecking Crew. Oh boy. Yeah, Biff's for real. Hand egg moment. Pat's been caring about draft picks. That's new. Honestly, guys, I don't let this season live in my head rent free too much, to be honest with you. I've been so used to winning. I've been so used to my team winning for 2 decades. Like, can I really be upset if they lay an egg for a couple of seasons or 5 or 6? Whatever, no problem. I mean, I'm sure it's going to suck in 6 years when they're still bad and barely make it to the playoffs, but it is what it is. Embrace the suck, man. Yeah, James, for real. Bill Cheetah Check is your coach. Cheetah Check? That's a stretch, Mo. That's a stretch, bro. How about Bill Belichick? Come on. 5 out of 10 effort, dude. Packers future looking bright. I'll tell you who I like, and I hate admitting this because I'm a Lions fan. Lions are my second team. The Lions are my NFC team. The Vikings quarterback. Dobbs, that guy's cool. You know why? He's a space flight nutcase. You're a Vikes fan? Dude, you got Joshua Dobbs, man. That guy is awesome. He's a freaking aerospace engineer. Seriously, go look it up. He's an AE and a mechanical engineer. That guy's the freaking man. The Pastronaut. Yes. Yes. Dobbs is the freaking man. I don't even care if he could be an okay quarterback. The fact that he's an AE and a quarterback in the NFL, that's cool, man. Guy's going to be an astronaut like Leland Melvin someday. Guy's a rocket scientist, dude. Yeah. NASA retweets his stuff all the time, which is super funny. They're like, we don't really know how to sports, but look at this guy. He likes sports in space. You don't have to be a nerd to like us. You know, I think it's funny. Yeah, right, Joker? There you go. So I guess I kind of have to like the Vikings now, which is, man, all right. I mean, the Lions, freaking, I don't really need to worry about the Vikings. The Lions are just playing really good. Although the last 2 games of the Lions weren't very good. You will regret that. All right, fine. Screw you guys. Lion's Den, baby. Okay. This is gonna dry. It's gonna take a little bit of time for this to dry. So I'm just gonna leave this all like it is, guys. I'm gonna go wash up real quick, and then we're gonna switch over to cities. Okay? They lost to the Seahawks, bro. They're like 8-3. I don't. Is that the original windshield? Yes, it is. That's a 59 over there. Yeah, it's got the original glass in it. But that is a Frankenstein truck. I bought this truck from my uncle. So it's that glass is original to that cab, but it doesn't have the original bed, and the whole front clip is off of another truck. It's a Frankenstein truck at this point. The grill is off of a 59 school bus. So it's just a hodgepodge, but hey, whatever. It's complete. That thing has a 302 in it. It doesn't have the factory engine in it. It has a 302 in it from a 79 F-150 and a C4 automatic behind it. It has a 9-inch rear end with 370s open. It's not posi. Or shore grip or whatever the hell Ford calls it. I'll just call it posi. I'm saying that as a Ford guy. Just call it posi traction because that's what it is. For the people that don't know what the heck I just said, that know about cars, limited slip. There's no limited slip in the back. It's got a harness. I have a universal harness that's based off of an 80s GM harness, like an early 80s GM car harness in there. It's got power steering, front discs. It's just a good cruiser. It's a cruiser truck. It's just something you tool around and go get ice cream with, right now at least. My cousin Vinny, what is posi traction? It's a limited slip differential that allows power to be equally distributed between the left and right tire. Or go get married in. Yeah. Engaged in this one, married in that one. And like it's some 7D chest there. We can't get rid of them now. Never getting rid of them. My bad, 59. It's just a beautiful truck. Yeah, 57s and 59s look the same, Juz. Don't worry about it. So you're saying it needs 800 horsepower. Did you paint the door again? Yeah, Hyper, here, take a look. What I did was that I primed this. We had to sand it down. I couldn't save this. I couldn't save it. I can fix her. I can fix her. No, sorry. I couldn't save it. So I sanded it down to not to bare metal, but damn close. And then I reprimed it, and we just got to let the primer do its thing. I didn't get up here on purpose, and I didn't get down there. I'm just kind of using this area as a test area to see how good my paint skills are, and then we'll go grab the other things. There's some stuff that got caught in it, which kind of sucks, and I made the paint run a little bit on the accent line, but hey, whatever. It's okay. This actually does not look too bad. It's pretty good. Yeah, we're going to need to... nope, wrong camera. I'm going to need to block sand the thing. We're going to block it with 800, get all the runs and everything out of it, and then I'll hit it with the white, and yeah, we'll see what it does. Doesn't look too bad right now. The two Utes. Yeah, right. But yeah, I did all this up here. This was screwed. The sun just completely roasted the paint off the side of this thing. But I did the jams. The jam in the sill. It looks good. It came out okay. If I can get it to look like that, we're good to go. The before. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was not ideal. Not ideal. All right, guys. Let's, I'll switch this back to the high cam, and I'm going to get into cities. We have some roads to build. We got to finish the Eagle Point project. You going to put a small stripe down the side of it? Nah, not on this one, dude. No, I want this thing just fleet white. Because the reason why I want this fleet white is because I want to use it, and I don't want to be worried about the damn paint.
I'm not worried about the paint on that thing. I painted that truck too, so whatever. I don't like getting the paint like super freaking good, because then when you mess it up, you're like, oh, I don't want to mess up the paint. I don't want to drive it. No. Frick that. Drive the damn thing. Just one more lane, bro. I wanted to play fly out tomorrow, if that's okay. But yeah, this looks good. Doesn't look too bad. It does not look bad at all. Huh. Oh. Hang on one second. This thing is not cooperating. Whatever. Whatever, Windows. Yeah, it's picking up USB data, not power. Whatever. All right. Might want to look at the Discord DM. What is this, Tessa? Oh, yeah, that. Yeah, okay. Project Horizon. Yeah. Snowplow attachment? Not on this truck. This truck's too nice. All right. I'm going to move over in there. Stand by for loss of signal as expected.